everyone, this is Dusan for ICO TV video, and I'm on the line with Lugano, Switzerland, with a nice gentleman, Richard or Richard. Hi Richard, how are you?
Hi Dusan, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, great. So I think we're going to have an interesting discussion. As we discussed a bit before the interview, your ICO project is called BitNautic, and it's about the transportation services, and which is ship transportation services, which is the biggest actually transportation services. We are talking about the biggest transportation services in the world. And you told me very interesting information before our interview that actually today all the business. Opa, you're back, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the old business is being done the old way, which is by the email. So it's really hard to believe that nowadays, in 21st century, the biggest transportation business in the world is being done by email and with the middleman. So your platform is here to solve these challenges and issues. Can you explain me a bit about your solution, please?
Yeah, you described it very well. Indeed, let me say, the industry that the shipment transportation industry is really an old-fashioned industry, really untouched by digital transformation. So the people involved in that industry really, as you stated correctly, really are making business over the phone and by email, so by people in the need of using brokers for matching the demand and the supply for shipping services. So that's exactly from the difficulties that a newcomer in this industry, so people really in the need for shipping services, or ship owners, for example, that are really working under the cover of these middlemen, and they are not free, let me say, to use all the time and making all the business they could make. That was exactly having in mind these difficulties that we planned to create the BitNautic platform.
Just one small question. Do you know how big is this business in the world in terms of numbers, billions or trillions of dollars? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, let me say, it's as you described it, the shipping industry is used by 90% of the goods transportation in the world. So raw services, bulk. So you can imagine it's huge. All these issues that I was mentioning to you about this kind of overcapacity or old way for making business has been already measured, and this inefficiency is measured by 24 billion a year that can be improved.
Only inefficiency.
Yes, exactly. Something that is lost. In the industry, everybody knows that the industry has to change. So it's not something we are creating, and when we talk to people in this industry, we are not telling anything new to them. So they know that something has to change.
Richard, you are lucky then, because if you have a project that everybody is waiting for, then you are the winner. Yeah.
We hope so. We hope, let me say, to really understand correctly the need of these people and helping them in finding basically new business and finding a more easy way for interacting. In the shipping industry, there is no such thing like Booking.com for the hotels, for example, where if you are in a hotel, even small hotel owners, you can list your rooms and being able to interact with the customers in the need for your services. In the shipping industry, we are still in the 80s, for example, no? When if you want to book your vacation in Croatia, for example, or in Italy, you have to go to the travel agency and say, hey, gentlemen, I need an hotel. So they say, oh, no problem, we will find everything for you. Of course, let me say, it was working, but it was efficient. Maybe not, maybe yes. For sure, let me say, the kind of services was very limited compared to the kind of opportunity we have today. Just for explaining very simple concept, we are trying to create something like, from the perspective of the ship owners, the kind of Uber services, where if they are not working for the usual broker, for the usual carrier, they have free time, for example, when the ship is not booked, so they can absolutely access new sales leads. They can access new customers, basically, so they can fill completely their business capability, and the ship owners and the shipper can negotiate on their own terms directly.
Which will make the whole business more efficient, and the cost will be obviously lower then, right?
Yes, exactly. Let me say the cost usually is not perceived as the big issue. Can be improved for sure. There is some kind of 10 to 15% that can be improved. But the most important things that we think we will be able to solve is the need of trust that today is mandatory for entering this industry. Having a platform where the contracts are completely clear, all-inclusive, with all the bureaucracy helped and solved out, and also the guarantee deposit, everything settled in a specific cryptocurrency created for usage to be used in that smart contract. We think that we will enable new business for the industry. All the small producers, for example, or the small traders. We have in mind, for example, in particular, the underdeveloped countries that today have many issues from all the stakeholders in the international trade. A really big issue in entering the shipping industry in a correct way.
Mm-hmm. So using blockchain, you're using, as far as I know, Ethereum blockchain. Using blockchain and other tools, for example, as you mentioned, insurance deposits for the players to come in. Then you will be also enabled to release these deposits, insurance deposits, in case of something, right?
Yeah, something that is very easy to be created, as you know, using cryptocurrency and smart contracts. Really solve one of the biggest issues in shipping. Yes, exactly. The trust and the big question on how to being able to settle the last payment in case one of the two parties does not respect completely the agreement, like the cargo no-show or the cargo rolling, for example, can be solved in quite an easy way in a platform. So
the active participants of your platform will be obviously the cargo companies, shipping companies, manufacturers. Do you see that there will be big players here or also the smaller ones?
We are focusing more for starting on the smaller one. The ship owners directly and the people in the need of shipping services. We call it the shippers and the carriers or ship owners. We know that there is some big missing part in this scenario, that is a person, that is a professional, that can solve all the import and export bureaucracy, for example, like all the taxation that have to be paid for importing or exporting from the countries. So we have another user of the platform that is an agent. The agent is the professional that today is currently hired by brokers for performing this kind of services. So today they will be part of the system, so they will be engaged directly for doing what they can do best, helping people to import and export. So everything will be also sorted out with the help of agents. Of course, in the case that need them, not in every case.
Sure. So in your ecosystem on the platform, all needed participants in order to complete the delivery from point A to point B will be present there. So actually, the people who will need this kind of services can find all the players on your platform.
That's exactly our goal. Exactly.
Cool. Great. Okay, tell me a bit about your team. You mentioned that you're coming from a similar kind of business, and so tell me about your team. How many people you have on board, and how far are you with the platform already?
We are located here in Lugano, in Switzerland. So the founder of BitNautic decided for let me say, for setting up this ICO for funding the project, decided to incorporate the company directly in Switzerland to be subject to the compliance legal entity, the FINMA, for example, regulation, so to provide additional guarantee to the investors of complete lawfulness, transparency, compliance, and for this reason, also the technical team is mainly here in Lugano. So we have 4 developers and 2 additional people engaged for marketing activities and communication, all based here in Lugano, that is in the south of Switzerland. We are currently working now on the publishing of the first version of the platform. It will not be complete, it will be, let me say, already useful, but we can consider that a minimum viable product where the shippers, for example, will be able to publish the shipping needs, and they will become leads for the carriers or the ship owners for being picked up and for starting a negotiation and the conclusion, hopefully, of a contract in short time. We plan to publish the application in in the end of July after the ICO, so beginning of August. The users will be already able to use the BitNautic token on their platform.
Cool. The picture was frozen for a while, but never mind. The sound was excellent. Okay. So, can you tell me about the hard cap and the soft cap?
Yeah, we have a hard cap of 50,000 Ethereum and a soft cap of 5,000 Ethereum. Okay. So at the current price, this means like 3 million US dollars soft cap and 10 times, so 30 million the hard cap.
So if you will reach close to the hard cap, 50,000 Ethereum, what will be your funding allocation? In what are you going to invest the money? In which activities?
We will be, let me say, we will be able, let me say, with full funding, we will be able to accelerate a lot of the development in terms of signing partnership with local ship owners that, for the reason that we discussed before, have to be, let me say, touched and interacted in your own way, so we need to establish local presence in South Africa and South Latin America for signing contract with all the ship owners who will be able to sign and contract. So that way our platform will have full capacity of transportation on all the main shipping routes from east to west and from north to south to Europe, for example. So that will be the first investment. The platform will be already funded even with the soft cap, but reaching the hard cap will mean a lot of investment of salespeople, business developers that will be, let me say, will be business enabled for the region by region, starting the business of BitNautic.
So more money you get, the faster you will expand the business. In more markets you can get your presence with the local staff.
Yes, exactly.
And coming back to me, interesting question that we already discussed, but I would like to tackle it once more, is the need of such kind of solution. So to your knowledge, you are the first one with this kind of solution out there. And you said that the market is actually living in the 80s, using a fax, I don't know, whatever, phone and email to book. So obviously the market needs this kind of solution. And you think that the introduction of your platform will, in this respect, will be easier, yeah, than in other cases. So because there is a need, obvious. So you will, as you said, you will need local presence with the staff in different countries and to contact these different agents and companies. But you think that in general, given that the people live in this mindset of the 80s, will be able to adapt your platform fast or no? And the second question is, the users of the platform, if they live in 80s, will they need to know about the tokens and token economics, or it will be for their user, I don't know, interaction with the platform, it will be not seen, and it is something somewhere between the interface, behind the interface?
Answering your first question, it's exactly as you said. So the market and the industry really perceive the clear need of changing the way the people is currently working. So anytime we tell the project, we describe the platform to industry stakeholders, they say, wow, it's exactly what we need to speed up and to refresh the industry, to find new customer and find a new way basically to work and interact. So having something like the Web 3.0 that jumping completely from the Web 0, so jumping completely 3 generations of the way of interacting. So the people in the industry really needs for that. You ask me if we are the first and we are the only one. Because of this need, several projects started, but trying to solve specific need. For example, I am aware of specific ICO created for solving the complexity of a specific document that is named the Bill of Lading. That document is something that is at the center of the shipment, but of course it's a technicality from our point of view. So if it will be possible, we will be happy to make partnership with additional blockchain technology, for example. Additional projects, for example, really solve specific need. Our platform is more a new way of working and interacting in matching the demand and the supply, really disintermediating this from the traditional way of working. An additional effort is currently performed by the industry giants, and they are working now for creating a kind of web application for presenting the current offering from the 2 or 3 biggest container carrier, So for us, it's not a matter of competition, it's a confirmation. It's a confirmation that something is required. So can you imagine in 2018 that is the first web application for a customer to connect and say how it is possible to ship from Dakar to Valencia. Otherwise, it is not possible. Really, say, connect, as I told you, to an agent or to a broker. Otherwise, it cannot.
It's not possible. And the second question, remember about the token economics?
About the token economics, the token, it will be, let's say, the way for using the platform. So, of course, in the beginning, will be compensated by airdrops for having the people, let me say, an easy access to the platform. But let me say, as soon as we have a critical mass of users, it is possible we will require a small amount for professional business. I mean, more for the ship owners to be listed and to have access to these leads to pay something. The idea is to provide the platform something that is not comparable for what is the cost today paid to agency and brokers, that can come from 5 to 7 to 8%. Just for the brokers, additional costs are everything excluded. So we plan to, let me say, to have the BitNautic token used also to pay one small commission to the platform, like 1% or 1.5%.
Richard, tell me, you think that these people who live in 80s, how difficult will be for them to adapt to this platform? And this platform will be on the PC computer or also the application for the smartphones?
It will be a dynamic platform. It will be, of course, it can be used by desktops or by browser, but of course it will be dynamic. So we will make the best effort we can for making it very useful also for smartphone, of course. And we will try to hide as possible the complexity for that reason of the BitNautic token. If they will be required, we decided to use the Ethereum blockchain right now to start, because we think that it will be more easy way for interacting for the users, and it's a blockchain that is adapting to the new need, and let me say is trying to overcome the limitations that are exposed. We are very confident that as soon as we will need the kind of number of transactions and volume, the Ethereum blockchain will be adapted. But in any case, the development we are doing is trying to be as much as possible blockchain independent. So we try, let me say, to conceptualize all the smart contracts to have the possibility anyway for finding a different solution if required.
If needed. Yeah, but I agree with you. Probably Ethereum will find the solution how to be more scalable. So Richard, I think that we tackled all the questions, and that we had a really conversation that covered everything that is needed for the viewer to understand about your project. And well, I wish you good luck. I hope that you will definitely solve a challenge and certain issues that are out there in transportation, shipping transportation business today. And well, that you will bring something new to our world. And I wish you good luck.
Thank you very much. The ICO is currently open, so if your users and supporters will want to spend some time analyzing the ICO in our project, they are welcome to visit bitnautic.io.
Thank you very much, and big hello from Moscow to Switzerland. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.